And we're live. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. I am your host of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. My name is David Bradley, Senior Sales and Marketing Manager with Grant Cardone. Thank you so much for being here. If you're brand new, let me tell you what's happening on the Cardone Solutions Podcast. I like to go out into cyberspace and find content that Grant Cardone has put out. Here at Cardone Training Technologies, I'd say 80, if not 85% of what we do here, 100% free. Give. Service is senior to selling. Overpromise and overdeliver are core principles of what we do here. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to find some stuff. It could be an email that Grant sent out. It could be a blog post he put up, an article, maybe a tweet. Could be anything, really. Something that's out there in the cyberspace. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to take it. I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to dissect it. I'm going to give you some of my 2 cents as well. I'm going to throw in some of my... I've been working with Grant for the last 9 years, been studying his material since 2003, so I know a thing or two. I'm going to put my own spin on it, and I'm going to give it back to you with some measurable action ideas, and then you can take it and plug it into your sales and your business and your life and get some results, okay? But first, a word from our sponsor. The Cardone Solutions Podcast is brought to you by Cardone University. This is the #1 sales and business training platform in the galaxy. 15 to 30% new business in the first 90 days is a pretty common occurrence. Over 45 million lessons delivered, 10,000 companies and small businesses currently using this program to increase income and grow their sales. For more information on how you can use Cardone University to pick up an extra deal today, head on over to cardonesolutions.com/Cardone U free. That's cardonesolutions.com/Cardone, the letter U, the word free. The Cardone Solutions Podcast is also brought to you by the 10X Business Bootcamp. This is a 3-day deep dive into sales, marketing, and execution. We hold this in Miami. We've got a few dates left this year. This is you and Grant and the team from the executive office helping you create bigger deals in less time with half the work. For more information on that, by the way, anybody that hooks up on an executive ticket gets 12 months free access to Cardone University. So for pricing, dates, and to book your seat at the 10X Business Bootcamp, head on over to cardonesolutions.com/bootcamp. That's cardonesolutions.com/bootcamp. So today's episode, full pun intended, it's going to kick some ass. What do I mean by that? Today we're going to be talking about Bruce Lee and sales training. Bruce Lee and sales training. Arguably, one of the most quoted lines from Bruce Lee is this: I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. And so the question I have for you, good people of cyberspace, how could you apply this to sales training? Now raise your hand if you're a fan of Bruce Lee. How many of you have seen his movies? Right? How many maybe have read one of his books, right? The Tao of Jeet Kune Do. I love that book. It's amazing. And so if you're a fan, then you've probably seen, there's an image that talks about when you should be practicing. And it's got Bruce giving you sort of this little challenging look, about, hey, are you practicing right now? And it basically comes down to all the time, if you're not actually doing the thing you're practicing for, then you should be what? Practicing, right? So when you start thinking about being a sales professional, raise your hand if you're a sales professional, that's you. You are a sales professional, regardless of what your name tag says, regardless of what your business card says, regardless of what your LinkedIn profile says. If you are in business, meaning you work for a company that transacts, that gets money for delivering a good, a product, or a service, you're part of that. So consequently, you are in sales at some level to some degree, okay? And with that being said, let's just firm a few things up. You're either expanding or you're contracting. And Grant talks about this in the 10X rule, and he talks about it in Be Obsessed or Be Average. That you're either getting better or you're getting worse. So you must maintain a student mindset throughout your entire career. Be proud of what you've done, be proud of your accomplishments, but never allow yourself to get into a place of satisfaction. Like, we're all good, we're fine, we can coast, we can cruise, okay? That will come back and bite you right where it counts. So that's the first thing. First thing is maintain that student mentality. If you like UFC and mixed martial arts or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Fabricio Verdum calls it a white belt mentality, which I love that idea. Okay. Second thing is that in sales, you must know, and Bruce talks about this in this graphic, you must know that there will always be somebody better than you out there and interested in putting a hurting on you. And so whether that's your competition down the street, whether that is a customer who conveniently happens to be better at negotiating than you, or the reason that you're not number one on the sales board or in the company standings or in the rankings, okay? There is always going to be somebody better than you. And since we already know that from Grant's book, If You're Not First, You're Last, then let's just defer back to number one, which is you maintaining a student mindset and consistently, yeah, that's the word I was looking for, consistently you looking to get better, improve, expand, grow. Otherwise, you're not. You're getting worse. You're contracting, okay? And then the third thing is I once heard from a pretty smart guy that you're either with a customer or you're looking for a customer or you're training. It's one of those three things. With a customer, looking for one, or training. And that means, the training part means you getting better at being with a customer or looking for one. It's very simple and it's very effective, but I wanted to make sure those three things were clear before we get into this quote about 10,000 kicks. You're expanding or you're contracting, you're getting better or you're getting worse. That's the first thing, right? Somebody out there is always going to be better than you. Okay? And you're either with one customer, you're looking for one, okay, or you're getting better at being with one or looking for one. Got it? Okay? Now, the next thing that we're going to transition into, now that that's nice and crystal clear, is let's just start off by identifying what you do. Are you a business owner? Are you a manager? Are you a leader? Are you a salesperson? Are you just an employee? Identify what you do. And then let's isolate what business are you in? What business are you in? And then I want you to start thinking about the top 3 objections. List these out. So if you're driving, do this later, or maybe even pull over if you got time. I want you to make a list. List off the top 3 objections that you are hearing right now that is stopping you dead in your tracks and grinding your gears. What's keeping you from closing a deal right now? What's keeping you from getting to the next step in your sales cycle? What objection is in the way? So here's your action idea. Here's what we're going to do. You've got your list of 3, yeah? Which one of those 3 is driving you the most nuts? Which one of those 3 is grinding your gears the loudest? Which one of those 3 is costing you the most money? Like, how many deals are you missing as a result of not having a complete handle on that particular objection? And don't shuck the number by saying a lot. Don't minimize it. Work out the cost. Put a real number on it and then confront it. So think about what you're truly capable of in sales, in business. And if you're a business owner, do the exercise. What's the number one objection that your company is getting all the time? And is every one of your sales team, in fact, your employees, are they so good at handling it that it's just gone? It's a non-issue now. And if not, then how many deals is the company missing? If you're a manager, how many deals does your team miss? If you're an individual salesperson, how many deals do you miss? Okay, so here, complete the following sentence. I want it to be real for you, so it's got some pain. I want you to get motivated by the pain. Some Clubber Lang stuff right there. Pain. So here's the sentence. Because I'm not proficient enough at handling, insert objection, I miss X amount of deals every month, costing me X amount of dollars. To completely eradicate this objection, I will dedicate at least 15 minutes every single morning to drilling and practicing and handling this one objection until I can't get it wrong. Let's say it again. Because I'm not proficient enough at handling, insert objection, I miss X amount of deals every single month, costing me X amount of dollars. To completely eradicate this objection, I will dedicate at least 15 minutes every morning to drilling and practicing and handling this one objection until I can't get it wrong. Because amateurs practice until they get it right. Professionals practice until they can't get it wrong. Which one are you? You're a professional. I know that. I believe that. Okay? So what's going to happen when you do that? When you write it out, when you turn it into a statement, and then you make a promise to yourself to handle it? What will happen when you actually do it? 10,000 times. Can you imagine the depth of understanding of that one thing? How do you think it would bleed over into all your other aspects of selling? Like if that was a non-issue for you, would you be more inclined to make a cold call? Do you think you'd even present your product differently? Is there a chance that you'd be more confident in presenting your proposal simply because if this guy says that, oh, I got it handled. Bring it on. I'm ready for that one. And it's the number one thing you hear anyway. So you should be excited about presenting the numbers because you know you got this. So what else could you, since we're brainstorming here, what else could you apply this Bruce Lee and sales training strategy to? I mean, you can take this way beyond just handling objections, right? What about an incoming phone call? Or what about how to respond to an RFP on the internet? I mean, pick anywhere, any area you're deficient at or in, and then dedicate 15 minutes a day to drilling and practicing. Or what if you did it twice a day? Like once before work and then once after work? Well, number one, you get there twice as fast, but I mean, what? Right? Yeah. How about that? So here's my final thought on this. Here's how I'm going to wrap this up today. Thank you so much for listening. The sooner you get to this place that nothing is happening to you, it's happening because of you, the better off you're going to be, especially in your sales career. Nothing is happening to you, it's happening because of you. This is a lesson from Grant that I have learned, that I'm still learning. There is depth to that one too, okay? Mastery at anything is going to require time, money, attention, humility, and lots of practice. You are never done. Sorry. Okay. So could you do that? Could you literally just create and set aside the time? Of course. Of course you could. The question then is, would you? Right? And if you would, then when? When would you like to get to work? And to make this really, really easy, as you probably already know, you can get Cardone University right now for free for 2 weeks. So whatever objection is in your way, I promise you the answer is inside Cardone University. So you can get access to that program just by popping over to cardonesolutions.com/Cardone, the letter U, the word free, cardonesolutions.com/Cardone U free. Pop in there. And when you make that decision to invest in yourself, let me know and we'll pop in there together and I'll show you exactly where to go to find multiple handlings for whatever objection is preventing you from producing at your full potential. So let me just wrap it up real fast here by saying a couple different things. Number one, thank you for listening. If you're getting value from this, make sure that you've subscribed to the Cardone Solutions podcast. Make sure that you're sharing it out so that not only you benefit from it, but everybody can, okay? And leave me a review or drop me some stars. Thank you again for being here. Appreciate your time today. And remember the words of Grant Cardone, which is be great, because nothing else pays. See you soon.